Yo, what's up, YouTube world? How's everything going? I had something on the screen. So, it's a noisy car. Hopefully, y'all can hear me. So, yeah, I want to make this video talking about how some black folks don't understand the struggle. And in the second part, I want to talk about how I don't think black folks can be racist. Okay, so like I say, few black folks understand the struggle. So I was raised in a single home. But a single parent. My mom, by a single mom. It was four of us. She did pretty good in raising us. So like, we had a community around. Our fathers was around. Like our fathers would get us. We had different fathers, so fathers would get us. Sometimes some of us would go for the summer. Sometimes we'll just go for just some time. But our mom, she did really good with us. She told us, treat people with respect, be nice to people. We was very not religious, but we was, I'll kind of say, like, indoctrinated into Christianity. So we pretty much like kind of followed Christianity for a while. As we got older, we didn't really go to church as much. We did get baptized and all. So, me, I grew up as a believer. My brother, I'm sure he did too, and my sisters, I'm sure, we all grew up, respecting people, being well mannered and all. And it was a point in my life as I was getting older, probably just in the middle of high school, or maybe around the time when I was getting out of high school. It was around that time when I came to awareness that it was like some black folks who were just doing some ignorant shit. I mean, you had the classic case of the shootings and all the negativity stuff that happened, like robberies that happen, just some small stuff that happened. But you will see, like, a lot of black folks like just do some stuff, and you be like, man, why they put themselves in that positions, or why do they go that route? It's like, why did they choose that? And it's like they say, well, growing up, I would hear, if you knew better, you would do better, or not. So, you realize, like, man, these people, you think, like me, as I was growing up, I was thinking, like, man, these people are choosing to be like that. I was like, they choosing to take that route. It's like, I was like, they probably want to fit in or something. But I was, to a certain degree, I was starting to be convinced. I was like, man, these people are choosing this. And I was like, I am not like them. I am not choosing to be down bad. Be looked at crazy, be doing people over for no reasons, And I definitely feel like my brother would probably think like that as well. My brother is in the political space, so as he was growing up, he was just dealing with people who was very mature. He wasn't dealing with like weirdos, lunatics. He was dealing with people who was in offices and stuff, But me, I was like downtown. I was dealing with like a lot of business managers, and just regular folks that was being downtown, and just everywhere in that city, because I started becoming a little bit well known working at the two places I was working at. One was like a restaurant, which was kind of in the hood, so everybody was coming around, and everybody was like appreciative of my good service. I was offering good service. I was a young kid. I was being nice. Like I said, I was well mannered, and I was happy to work. So everybody enjoyed my services there. So I kind of got well known. People was giving me shout outs from the internet, the newspaper, and all that. They were always showing love and stuff. And when I started working downtown, I started coming in close proximity to business owners and a lot of people who work as lawyers, or just in the courthouse and stuff like that, And I was able to see a lot of different people, like come in contact with a lot of different people at all points of my life. And even though, you come across some people who may smell bad, who may, probably have something about them, whatever, I'll never disrespect nobody. So always coming in contact with these people, and always being respectful, you eventually gain some type of cordialness with all them, with everybody or whatever. So yeah, I'm not even saying that it's just a black person thing. It just is. It's like a class thing for real. So yeah, like these people with these mindsets. I mean, even people who get money and still have this poor mindset of got to show things off and stuff like that. I still feel like it's probably a class or a mindset thing. But I was able to come close with strangers who I didn't consider strangers anymore after a while, because I know I would consider them strangers because they wouldn't be people I would have regular dealings with in my own time. But since I'm involved with these businesses or whatever, and these people, coming out of anywhere and everywhere, I'm obliged to deal with them, and I'm also obliged to treat them with respect. After a while of being around maybe some black people, and it's just all people too, but being around black people definitely, because that's your culture or whatever, you get to see, like even living in Chicago, because I lived in Chicago just a few times out of the summer. You staying with my grandma, and you see how things play a big role in a culture. Like it's this name called being like dumbed down. Like dumbed down in black culture is, you don't want to come off too smart because you don't want to seem like a nerd or a geek or a know-it-all. People gonna point that out, and so you dumb down. And I witnessed people take dumb down to the master class. They don't want to learn nothing. If they do learn something, it's gonna be on their own time, and it's probably gonna be nothing intellectual. Probably gonna be like some news that they heard, like rumors or whatever. And like if they was to say something, like I heard dude say clockwise when he meant likewise. If anything, even words that just mispronounced. This dude, I was like, you try to correct him on these things, and he ain't trying to hear it. Whatever. Don't teach me. So I'm like, that's the type of role like dumb down play. Even the talking properly, that plays a big role. And I mean, maybe maybe it works out in a way. Like maybe women desire men who can talk nice, men who aren't so intellectual or whatever. But it's like these guys are only here to please women or something. It's because but I mean, people want to be accepted, and I feel like that's probably why we all do things that we don't necessarily agree with. Like like some women probably go to the club. They don't really want to go to the club, but they want to be accepted by their friends, and the friends are around their friends, so they go to the club. So yeah, that type of mindset is intact in the black community, to the point where people want to be a part of the community, and they make sacrifices for certain things, and nobody says it's smart. It's the smartest thing. Yeah, because I would probably blame the parents for children are thinking like this, because even if it was the predominant mindset of the outside, they can always come back inside like, well, I know that's not, I know what that is. I know that's not what I want to. So yeah, I do blame the household, whatever. But like I said, I'm kind of going off tangent. I want to get down to the point because the video get long. But yeah, I just probably make this one video. Like I said, some black folks probably so intelligent, whatever. They not only deal with the BS of certain people, but they try not to even understand them. So I'm saying this to say, like, some black people just don't understand the struggle, and not saying that they need to understand. Not saying they need to understand it. They need to be struggling to understand the struggle. No, you need to just tone it down. You ain't always right about everything. People's lives have deep, intricate ties that affect them psychologically. And people, especially like black people, they be like, man, you can go get a job, you ain't doing. And I mean, these things could be true, but also you gotta take into account mental psychosis and things like that, like mental illnesses, depression, things like that, and also just the help that's not there. So I mean, people get called like bootlickers and coons or whatever. I would just I mean, I'm not, if they will try to understand the black community, then that's on them. You know, they can do that, but some people make a bag off it, like Candace Owens and Brandon Tatum. Some people make a bag off of it, so I understand that part. It's grifter communities. People are like that. People can make money off stereotypes and stuff. But I want to let you know, in real life, some black people really demonize other black people, and it's sad, it's crazy, it's weird. But I just truly believe that they just don't understand the struggle. They don't understand what's the underlings of what's really going on with all of this, the intricacies. That's what's really going on with all this. They probably know they was born into a good, stable household with people who think clearly, which is awesome. You can't demonize your own group. That's when you lost. If you gonna go to another group demonizing your group, how you think they gonna feel? They gonna use you to, like, for confirmation bias. That's what I heard. They're gonna use for confirmation bias and things along those lines. So I'm gonna end the video right there, and y'all can let me know in the comments what y'all think. Because I mean, there's some black folks out there who really like demonize other black folks. They don't try to understand. And I mean, we can see that some of this stuff is BS. But to demonize the whole community, to be black and demonize the whole community, you can be black and say, hey, this is not good in our community. But don't be like, hey, that's not me, yada yada. Offer some help. Instead of always giving problems, offer some help, and I'm gonna leave it at that. So